What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Savage Show. My name is Civilian. And today I'm talking about, I'm just throwing up a little bit of gratitude. Okay, so as some may know, I just arrived back from Japan, just did a 25-day stint in Japan with my family. Amazing trip, amazing country, amazing people, amazing food. So much to love. I am going to do a full, because I took extensive notes, photos, videos. I really wanted to document the trip and, give it my all. And I did. And I really left everything on the playing field, as they say. Leading up to the trip, my mom would be like, are you excited for the trip? People would ask me, are you looking forward to the trip? Are you keen for the trip? I did something really important. I did not think about the trip really, apart from the, a couple of specifics in terms of like saving and, what am I going to pack and stuff like that. I didn't really think too much about the trip as far as expectations and, what am I going to get out of it and what is it going to mean to me. All I know is I'm going to Japan for an extended period of time with my family. We're going to have a great time. I'm going to enjoy the fuck out of it and, hopefully learn some shit. And I didn't try to put myself there before I got there. I didn't try to run the race before I'd already run the race, if you know what I mean. I was just very present. I stayed here in Australia, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I was just here, living my life, doing what I needed to do. And then when it was time to enjoy the trip, I went there and I just went all in, and I just kind of like bathed in the moment, in the experience, the entire time I was there. Now, I'm going to do a full vlog style breakdown of my experience, my observations, what I learned, what I saw, food, culture, nature, there's so much. I just took in so much. It was such a dense experience, learning curve. There was just so much. I can't articulate it without really going into detail. I loved every second of it. I have zero regrets. It was beautiful from start to finish. I love that I got to spend it with my family, my best friends, the people that I love most in the world. We got to do some amazing things, but I will do a full video vlog style recap podcast breakdown in my own way, in my own unique style. And I'll do that probably over the next week or so while it's still kind of fresh. It will also hopefully act as a guide for people potentially traveling to Japan in the future, as I will be breaking down a lot of things that I just didn't know, a lot of things that I, couldn't have predicted. My reaction and breakdown to it all. Anyway, on this podcast, I missed last week. Obviously, I tried my best to keep the content rolling as I was away. I did miss last week. I didn't have enough in the bank, obviously. And this is going to be my first one back. And I just wanted to express gratitude. I think one note that and this wasn't in particular, this wasn't particularly or specifically talking about or to the Japanese people, but I just wrote this note in as I was like journaling over there. And the note was that I feel like we live in a gratitude deficient society. Okay. The world, everyone, generalization, but I just feel like there is a lack of gratitude everywhere that I look. Now obviously there's other sides to that as well. There's people who are genuinely going through some shit. There's people who are very grateful about what they have, but I feel like the world has pushed us for the most part in I want to say Western culture, but I feel like it's not just Western culture. It's a lot of cultures. Like there's just a real lack of gratitude for what's right in front of us. And I, especially coming back here, even though I loved every second of the trip, man, I was so happy to be home because this country, Australia, is the best country on the planet. I love this country. I'm so grateful to live here, to call this home. I love the weather. I love the people. I love the beaches. I love our healthcare system. I love our food. I love, our freedom of expression and freedom of speech and opinion. I love our sport. I love the arts. I love there is so much to love about this country. There is so much to like about this country. I feel very blessed and grateful to call this home. That we live in a world right now where there is, and this is not just right now. This is an ongoing thing where there is so much bullshit in the world. There is so much pain in the world. There is so much division in the world. You only have to look at two of the, most recent and well-documented kind of wars that are going on, obviously Ukraine and Gaza. And, you just see so much pain and so much division and so much fear. And I'm very lucky to be in a country where we are, for the most part, free from that. Not everyone, obviously. We're not perfect. No one's perfect. It's never going to be perfect. But I'm privileged, man. I am, and I'm grateful for that. I can't give it back. But I do. I love it and I appreciate it, and I would never not be grateful for this. And not just the countries that have outgoing, obvious wars in them, but you have, like, in America right now, it's obviously very divisive, and there's a lot of fear mongering and a lot of manipulation and media and all these things going on where it's us versus them, it's that side versus this side, Trump versus anti-Trump, it's Democrat versus Republican, it's there's black versus white, there's a lot of pro-Israel versus pro-Palestine. There's so many different dividing lines. And, for the most part, we're very lucky to be kind of free of that, or at least the most extreme parts of that in this country. And I'm just grateful. I'm very, very grateful. So, yeah, man, we live in a beautiful country. In terms of gratitude, when I say that we are gratitude deficient, or I see a lot of gratitude deficiency, what I mean is, like, the actual practice and ability to be grateful for whatever is in front of you is something that I just don't see that frequently. Like, people are clearly grateful when they have something, or they have something good going on, and they can be grateful because, like, I got this thing working out for me. I can be grateful because I live in a country that's beautiful and I'm generally free from violence and persecution. Like, I can be grateful for that. But what about it? What about when things aren't great? Like, what about when I'm sick? What about when I'm, when people are talking ill of me, when I've lost a job, when I've had to move back home, when I've lost a relationship? Can I be grateful? Can I still be grateful? Can I be grateful and have gratitude for the fact that I'm still breathing, that I have a roof over my head? Can I be grateful all of the time, regardless of what actually happens, good or bad? Is gratitude something that is inherent in me? Or is gratitude something that I only practice when things are going well? I like to think that I'm the former. I like to think that gratitude is a part of my DNA now because I practiced it for such a long time. And that's what I'm kind of, speaking to. I feel like there is a lot of people in this world where, they're happy and they're joyful and their spirits are high and the energy's good when things are going well. But as soon as things take a turn, as soon as things start to not work out, as soon as things don't reach expectations, all of a sudden it's, fuck this, fuck that, fuck the world, fuck you for getting in my way, fuck you for, like, being slow, fuck you for not giving my thing in time. And it becomes this very, toxic kind of energy. And it comes from a place of, like, I deserve something. It's entitlement. I deserve something. I didn't get it, so fuck you. And I just, man, I don't like that at all. I want to be grateful for what I have all the time, no matter what. Like, it doesn't chop or change. It is what it is. It is a standard. It is a state that I like to wake up in. It is a thing that I think keeps me grounded, that keeps me, joyful and happy about where my life is at, regardless of what external things are going on. Like, every single morning when I wake up, I am grateful to be here. I'm grateful to have my health. I'm just grateful. I love life. I love existing. Existing is pretty fucking cool. I like being here on this planet doing cool shit. Like, I've said this shit before. And I want to continue to do this, for as long as I happen to be alive. And when I die, fuck it, I'll figure it out then. But yeah, in the meantime, practice gratitude. If you struggle, I have not promoted this product for a very long time. In fact, I've almost done no promotion of it. But if you struggle with gratitude, if you struggle with feelings of pessimism, if you feel like, the world's against you or you don't have enough going on, I really, really, really implore you to practice gratitude. And one way you can do that is with my gratitude journal. Yes, I made a gratitude journal. I love gratitude and the practice of gratitude so much. And I did it for such a long period of time, over an extended period of time, that I went ahead and made a journal that I feel like is best suited for the practice of daily gratitude, building the muscle, getting the reps in. I made my own motherfucking journal, okay? And you can buy it. I will link it below. If you want to grab a journal, DM me, hit me up, whatever. Like, there's a price attached to them, but I would rather people just have them. So like, if you want to make me an offer, feel free to make me an offer. I would rather them in the hands of people who are going to use them. Like, if the shit didn't cost me so much and it wasn't just kind of free money sitting in these boxes, I would give them away. And I still might give a bunch of them away, but obviously I would like some money for them, but I'm going to leave that up to you. Whatever you choose to pay me, pay me. If you can't afford to pay me, also tell me that. Like, I'll give you a fucking gratitude journal. I don't care. I'd rather you be practicing gratitude than me, make an extra $10. So the offer's there. Hit me up, DM me, slide into DMs. Let's get this gratitude gang rolling together. And I want to shout out my friend Charlie. She has a special little thing in store for a few clients that she's working on. And, a big part of this podcast was brought forward by the fact that she kind of, enjoyed my journal and wanted to support it and wanted to support my practice of gratitude and pushing my gratitude agenda. So yeah, thank you, Charlie. If you want your own journal, hit me up. Let's do it. I'll get you one ASAP. So yeah, that's it. Grateful for what I have. I implore you to do the same. A lot of shit going on in the world. Stay informed. Stay attentive. Don't ignore what's going on. Like, look at what's going on. Don't be afraid of what's going on. Listen, stay awake, stay tuned in, but don't forget to be grateful for what is right in front of your face. You privileged motherfucker. Okay? You entitled son of a gun. Talking to myself, but also you, probably, if that resonated. Anyway, that's it for the Sav Show. If you like my podcast, if you like this YouTube channel, if you like what the fuck I'm doing and the fact that I'm pushing this gratitude hustle, you know what I'm saying, then click subscribe, And if you don't want to, that's cool. Also, I'm grateful for you either way, baby. You just gave me a view, baby. Let's go. All right, catch you next week on the Sav Show, where I do a full breakdown of my trip to Japan, Vlogstar. It's going to be gritty. It's going to be, everything's going to be in it. You're going to love it. All right, cool. I'll catch you next week. Let's go.